Previously on Edgemont.
2 o'clock in the morning and he was pissed. Literally. Tell him, Erin.
My brother peed himself at Captain Java.
You told the whole school.
Because it was funny.
Well, it was only the most humiliating event of my entire life.
It's a little bit awkward, actually. I'm starting to get the feeling that maybe he has a crush on someone else.
You.
Yeah, it's really too hilarious. Give me my clothes.
Do I look like your servant? Look, Anika.
You even come near me, I will scream so loud they will hear me in the next block.
Dinner was classic. Mom polished off a bottle of wine, and Dad explained how you can't think unless you've learned Latin.
Oh, and how's your Latin?
About the same as yours, maybe a bit better. So, how was your evening?
Pretty much what you'd expect.
Well, I phoned around 8. Your dad said you were in bed with a migraine or something?
I don't get migraines.
So what was it?
Who said it was anything?
Well, why else would you be in bed at 8 o'clock?
What difference does it make to you anyways?
It doesn't. Just
Go learn some Latin.
Hey, Anika. Look, about yesterday. Hey, Mouse.
Hey.
Maybe you can give this to her for me. Thanks.
Are you still talking to me?
Apparently, but it's almost 8:30 and the bell's gonna ring.
Listen, the stuff I said about you and Mark, I was out of line.
Yeah, you were.
I just want you to know
But you didn't mean any of it, fine.
that I really feel bad about the way it came out. It must have sounded like I was judging you, and that's not what I meant.
No, it sounded like you thought I was some poor bimbo.
You know that's just stupid.
Do I? You think I made a mistake.
I think your intuitions are good, and I think you should listen to them.
Meaning?
Meaning exactly that.
You don't understand what Mark and I have, and I accept that.
Jen,
No, seriously, I mean, how could you? You've never even been on a date. And that's not a criticism, it's just a fact. You won't understand until you're there, too.
What are you doing this weekend?
Research for a history assignment and a few other things. There's a photo exhibit downtown. Images of Tibet.
Oh, yeah?
I'll see you.
Wait, this photo exhibit, when is it?
Saturday.
How about I go with you?
As far as I know, you're still going out with someone.
It's just a photo exhibit. Go ahead, say.
Say what?
Say, Mark, that sounds great.
The gallery opens at 11. You bring Jen. I'll give Scott a call. Maybe he'd like to come too.
I knew you were seeing Chris.
yeah, so what?
You never mentioned anything about giving him your underwear.
Erin,
I mean, assuming he didn't just find it in a little pile on his doorstep.
he has a pool, okay? We went for a swim.
You skinny dipped?
Of course not. I borrowed a bathing suit.
In other words, you had to go home in a bikini?
Never said it was a bikini.
Down the street? In public? God, what happened?
Nothing happened. He pissed me off, so I left.
What did he do?
He didn't do anything. He doesn't have to do anything. He's just a reptile.
So, do tell. Anything you say is safe with me.
Look, what happened was a stupid misunderstanding. I was joking, and I guess she thought I was serious.
Oh yeah, she did. But Anika's like that, you know. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she told her parents.
Erin? You know what kind of person I am. I kid around. But I would never, you know. God.
I know you wouldn't. Then, I'm not Anika.
That's good, because I wouldn't want people to think.
Oh no, they wouldn't. Nobody would think that. Certainly not me.
Thought that, okay? I didn't mean it the way she thought I did. Really. We're friends, right?
Right. Absolutely. Oh, God. And on this, the first day of Samhain, I present you with this gourd.
Wow. It really is, isn't it? A gourd. Thanks.
The Druids put candles inside them on Samhain to light their way, in the original jack-o'-lantern.
Yeah, I knew that.
I didn't, but I went to the library and I got a book. I never realized how serious this was. I mean, imagine what it was like 2,000 Samhains ago. Those poor people shivering on the moors and praying to the gods to let the sun shine through again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Druids are really compelling.
Would I still be compelling if I wasn't a druid?
I think I know what you're trying to say.
You do?
You're an ovate, a disciple, a beginner.
An ovate? Yeah.
I was there first. He came over.
And anyway, I could not care less.
Said it was all in your head. Said you must have been hallucinating.
And you believed him?
No, of course not. Told him I didn't even want to speak to him because of the way he treated you.
And then, all of a sudden, he had his hand on you.
Exactly. And you know how that happens. Better than anyone. He wanted me to convince you that you had it all wrong. And his last words, she'll calm down, and then I'll get what I want. You were so right. He is such a reptile.
So what happened?
What happened what?
With you and Anika?
Nothing happened.
Come on, man. You saw her yesterday afternoon. Did you nail her?
Curvers, don't you think of anything else?
Hey, $50 riding on it? Midnight tonight.
I've got Taekwondo tonight.
So nail her on your way home.
It says we need to talk.
A+. Yeah, you can't do much better than that.
You did most of it.
Oh, come on, we did it together.
I guess.
Your pictures are amazing. Hot off the presses. Check out Mr. December.
The committee kind of wrote me into it.
When did you take this?
Last week. Didn't Mark tell you?
No, it must have slipped his mind. Where were you guys?
My place. Look, it was no big deal.
No, I mean, you just took his picture, right? Like, it's not like you had sex. Because believe me, a lot of things change once a relationship reaches that next level.
Anything in particular, or is this just standard Linton weirdness? Let the feast of Samhain begin.
Nice cake.
I'm buying one. I'll tell you that much. Mr. December. Too bad he's taken. Very taken.
Tracy's right, you know. This photo practically smokes. I read somewhere that the relationship between model and artist is revealed in the finished work.
The relationship between artist and model is strictly professional.
I'm not sure that's what I'm seeing here.
Then look again.
Maybe I just don't know enough about art.
Maybe you just don't know. Period. What was that about?
People think I'm strange.
Anarchists are strange. Druids are spiritual.
Since when was Darth Vader a druid?
On Samhain, we honor and welcome the hungry spirits of the dead. Great Uncle Chuck and Granny Howard, I leave you these offerings.
Yeah, they probably have dentures. You might want to try digestive biscuits.
Go ahead, laugh.
I'm not laughing. Some people.
Doesn't really matter.
Of course it does. Last year in ballet school, I met this girl. We started to become friends, and then she found out I'm a Christian. She hardly came near me after that, like she was afraid I'd start speaking in tongues or something.
You don't, do you?
What, speak in tongues? No, of course not. That's the Pentecostals.
Oh, right, of course.
But what difference would it make if I did?
None. None at all. Absolutely.
See, we understand that. But 3/4 of the people in this school just really pisses me off.
Yeah, people like us. I guess we've got to stick together.
Chris,
Yeah.
Anika's my best friend. You know that. And I'd never say anything against her.
But?
Well, you know that stuff I told you about her and Randy, remember? Well, it's not true.
So, she's not hot and heavy with this guy?
No, far from it.
But you said that...
Well, I just found out, like, today.
Great. No wonder she ran off. You know, this is sort of your fault, Mouse.
Hey, I'm not the one that came on to her. And I know what you want. I mean, you're a guy. And all I'm saying is that Anika wouldn't be your best choice in that regard.
Really?
Yeah. You need someone more worldly.
Where you been all day?
I saw your picture calendar, boy. Funny how you were the only one who was half naked. Or were you totally naked?
Look, Jen, we got...
Mark! Just shut up.
Hey! Can we go somewhere together and sit down?
I have a better idea. Why don't you go screw yourself?
Wait a minute.
You slept with Jennifer.
What?
After you told me you were breaking up with her.
Who told you?
She did. At least she was honest.
I never meant it to get...
No, of course not. In Toronto, I went out with a guy for almost 2 years. He didn't have the courage to tell me the truth either.
Laurel, let me explain.
I don't want to hear your stupid explanation, and I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to talk to you. Ever.
She thinks I'm for real. I mean, she actually admires my integrity.
Well, the girl of your dreams. You finally found one dumb enough.
Hey,
It was a joke, all right?
she's not dumb.
Yeah, fine. I believe you.
She's got a really good mind. She's just got a different way of seeing things. That's...
You really like her, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I like her a lot. Here I am making a fool of her. Brenda, I'm not a druid.
I know, you already told me that you're...
When I found out you were a Christian, I knew that you wouldn't go out with an atheist, so I started looking for a religion. And I thought druids were cool, but obscure at the same time. And basically, I've been faking it because I wanted us to have something in common. So So now you know what sort of guy I am. You could probably say something if you want.
All journeys to the truth must begin with a confession.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And the truth, is that something that's important to you?
Yeah, of course. Obviously, that's why I told you.
You're someone who's just taken the first step on a great spiritual voyage. Scott, this is very cool.
Don't tell me. They canceled Pokemon.
Dad left.
Left where?
When I came home, he was in the driveway pleading for calm. Mom was throwing his stuff out the bedroom window.
I thought they were working things out.
So did Mom.
What the hell happened?
When Dad said he wasn't seeing that woman anymore, he lied.
Maybe this is good. It wasn't gonna work. I mean, they weren't happy
Mom
together.
was happy. She would have stayed happy if Dad didn't screw up.
So now she won't let him back in the house even though he told her the truth.
Yeah, well, look at how long it took him to do that. And all this time he's been leading like a double life. You gotta be who you are, man. It's called integrity.
Don't make speeches. No, look, I can see how it happened. He was probably in love with them both and he was just trying to do the right thing.
Yeah, well then, he's got to decide what's right for him. And when he's done that, he's got to commit to it. I mean, look at me. When I really believe in something, I'm willing to pee myself, right?
See you, bro.
See ya.
It was a protest, an honorable act. And before you say anything, I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have locked you in.
Yeah, well, don't worry about it.
Oh, God. That was funny.
Payday, Chris.
I want my $50.
Bet's off. Anika's a virgin.
You expect me to believe that?
I had the wrong information.
Come on, a deal's a deal.
I'm out of it.
Look, every virgin has to get it sometime.
I'm not interested.
Figure you'd be just the man for the job. I'll give you a month. Double or nothing?
Don't you ever knock?
Thought I had special privileges.
Well, you don't.
Dad's gone. For good. We're just, clearing out the final traces.
I'm sorry, but that's not an excuse.
I know. Look, Tracy asked Laurel to take my picture. She did. That's all that happened.
Did she ask you to take your shirt off, or did you volunteer?
She asked.
And what about your pants?
Jen, we were just goofing around. Look, it's not what you think. It's just the way it works between a photographer and a model.
Oh, that's convenient.
I haven't been completely honest. I I was attracted to her.
Yeah, well, she's pretty attractive.
But I'm not anymore.
So you just flick the switch and off with the feelings.
No. The feelings I have are for you.
I don't believe you.
No, it's true. We've been together 6 months. We've known each other for...
Forever. Good old reliable Jen. Maybe you're bored, Mark.
I'm not bored. I came here to tell you that you're beautiful. And you're funny. And I love you. But now, I'm thinking about how much I need you.
Me too. So what are we gonna do with each other?
Stick together?
Bring us heaven sent to home.